This is the Stanley Cup playoffs on EA Sports. Son of Beast and Terry Crews here. This is the postseason of the NHL 25. Hey everybody, Test Tip here, and I'm Son of Beast. Welcome back to another NHL Stanley Cup playoffs on EA Sports. Now we're ready for tonight's game, as this one is our next matchup. This time, it's the New Jersey Devils, as they are back in the postseason, but they are playing against the number 2 seed, the Carolina Hurricanes. Now these are the better matchups as we are looking at it right in the range. If you recall this from the game tonight, you may have noticed it that the Devils have already won home against Carolina Hurricanes. The tightness was not even easy enough as they've really been stepping out and not making it go back in. It was too hard for them to try to make a setup routine as they've really been bumped in without no play right decision making. As all that matters, the Devils are trying to get their next prediction to get into the postseason. There was no way that they really wanted to give them all that they had. But as of now, Carolina Hurricanes have a better range to make the record out of it to be over by them. And now let's find out what happens with their team. Here are the starting head coaches for the Devils. Sheldon Keefe is the head coach for the Devils, as he's definitely been trying to see what he can definitely do to make it happen. And here are the starting goaltenders. Mark Stone is the starting head coach, starting goaltender for the Devils. For the players, we have is Jack Hughes, the elite edges to play in the direction changes. Then it's Dougie Hamilton with a white tee motion, a one-timer snapper, makes a shot, and he has it off. Then, for our superstar players of the matchup, Jesper Bratt, elite edges, Nico Gisker with a tape-to-tape zone, Timo Meier with the big wig, and Brett Petschke with a stick-em-up zone on his defensive stick. And now the other side for the Carolina Hurricanes we have is Rod Brind'Amour. He's definitely noticing Roderick Jean Brind'Amour, and it was definitely one of a Canadian professional ice hockey coach and a former player that has been playing with him for the NHL season. And now here are the rest of the other players. The starting of these goaltenders is Frederik Andersen, but he's unsure if he will be ever been playing back onto his game. Here are the rest of the players we have is Mikko Rantanen. From the trade line from after the Avalanche finish off of the season, he has a snipe zone ability. Then Sebastian Aho, he makes it a third eye receptacle passer. He really has shown what he has been doing it for many games of this year. Then Jacob Slavin with a shutdown ability, a great rush defending. Then it's Andrei Svechnikov. He's put a skilled up challenge, but looking to get a lacrosse move if he gets his chance. Then Frederik Andersen, a butterfly effect. Then Brett Burns, heat seeker, and Jordan Stahl with a quick draw face-off. It's one take to over, but let's hope that this goes with another game victory win. There might be one or the other. And now sitting by for my next commentary cruise, I have one of our biggest here, as LJ stands in by with along with James Zawalski. And the center ice I welcome on in for this game is Pierre Mitty for our biggest take here between the Devils and the Hurricanes. We'll see you all later, everybody, for the post-game show right after this. And now let's get started. Hurricanes, Devils, next on EA Sports. It's a big night here at Lionel Center. Tonight is the night as the Devils face on the Hurricanes. Puck is set and we are ready to go. I'm LJ and I'm here with my broadcast partner with James Zawalski. And their assignment is Pierre Mitty for the start for the first game of the night in Raleigh, North Carolina. Here we are as we're ready to start things here. It is a big night here, the first game here in North Carolina. Hurricanes are one of the biggest. The second seed facing against the third seed of the New Jersey Devils. Now Burns will start things over. He now finds Jarvis. Starting goaltenders is in between Jacob Markstrom and Frederik Andersen. Mikko Rantanen's right toward the wings. He'll find it over to get himself Jarvis. He now finds it over to Slavin as he rolls it out finding Burns. On a pass, poking up the chain of the upward. Now Jarvis will send it over. He will find it up in the right net. Now finding Sebastian Davo. A seat-off feed here. Now finding Burns. He over it again to Rantanen. Rantanen pass now finding it over to Burns. Looks to pass over to Slavin as he gives it over to Rantanen on a shot. This one's blocked up and it's rebounded by Jarvis. Right turn wall, rebounded by Dougie Hamilton. Now here's Dillon, he's right turning the wing. The rebound puts in by Sebastian Avo. Now the Hurricanes will bring it in now. Here's Burns as he's will start into Sebastian Avo. Avo's shot pick saved by Jacob Bergstrom. Now the New Jersey Devils will take their offense home. Good take by Mikko Rantanen as he looks it over again to Jacob Slavin. Slavin right towards zone, he will find that pass. Markstrom's got that puck in, and this will give over to Hamilton. Here's a chance over again to Eric Pollock. Pollock's right toward wing as he's right toward in the corner. Passes over to Dillon on a shot carry in. This one picks safe place, puts up by Brendan Anderson. Carolina back in the offense zone, and this will give it over to Hall. Taylor Hall kicks the puck over, and now finds the Blake. Blake moves to Chatfield. Here's a shot chance on a direction drive. This one goes right to the wall. Now the rebound by Pollock as he's right toward the wing. Opposite side zone. This one carries it out. Now here's Pollock. This one goes down after him. Slavin takes it over and he now finds Blake. Great chances. It's not really trying to be like always the best, but they really are just sure enough that they're going to keep it going. Nobody's been really keeping an eye on this ever since that this first game happened to be a halt here in New Jersey at Prudential Center for our better games. First period didn't seem to be like last game. Blake's shot's blocked by Gisker. And it's right over again to Timo Meier as he's right toward the wing. Timo Meier to pass to Gisker. Shot saved me by Fredrik Anderson. Rolls to Gisker. Gisker shoots and Anderson takes a close save and he will cover it up before his 17-11 to go. Now both teams are ready to take their face-off puck drop. No score in the first game in Raleigh, North Carolina. Stahl wins the face-off as Walker will have it over right toward the wing. And a send-off to Gaudishfield. Looks over it again at Martinuk. Martinuk looks over now finding Svechnikov. Here's a cutting boundary for the chance on the redirection. This one and off again by Pesky. And he right over it again to Dozen. Dozen pass over to Arakola. On a chance shot saved by Frederick Anderson. And it's stolen by Shea Gaudishfield. Walker's right toward the wing. And he now finds Gaudishfield. Here's a shot. For redirection, this one kicks out by Gaudishfield. Walker's right toward the wing, now finding Robinson. The poke check here for New Jersey. Now Carolina Hurricanes are back in the offense zone as Robinson's right toward the wing. Cutting motion attacking. Good hit here, and it's rebounded here by New Jersey Devils. Eric Paul's right toward the wing as he rolls the pass over to get it. It's rebounded here, and now it's rolls again to Helst. House right toward his zone, not finding Robinson. Chance in play, saved by Jacob Markstrom. Carried along the wing, goes in, rebounded it, slides it back, tries to move it over on a pad, easy save by Frederick Henderson. Henderson's been doing really well on it. Sometimes it's just not really always the easy take in for Henderson, as he's been really like pulling it was a better take on the offensive drive. The rebound puts in by Carolina as Robinson's right toward the wing as he looks it over to Gauss. Giles right toward the wing in his zone and finding Rosovich on a shot. Carried and saved by Markstrom. We've been here in a 15-minute mark in the first period. No score to get. Now our teams are ready to get things lined up and get ready for another puck drop. Hoggo wins the faceoff as Orloff rolls it over to Jarvis. Jarvis sets it over to Chatfield as he looks it over to Rantanen. Rantanen, rebounded here, and Myers got that puck in, down to center ice, in the Carolina zone. Good take here by Rico Rantanen as he looks to Chatfield. Chatfield up along the wing. Fires up and around net, he will find it over again to Jarvis. Jarvis pass to Mikko Rantanen, he looks to Chatfield. Back to Mikko Rantanen. Here's a cutting boundary, this one puts a save by Markstrom. Toward the corner, We'll have to wait from here, and it's right near the net, as they'll be ready to take the next puck drop. Now the teams are ready to take the puck drop. No score, New Jersey or Carolina. Now the win for New Jersey, as Hamilton right over it again to Balot. And it's rebounded by Blake as he looks it over to Hall. Here's Jack Hughes, he rolls over to Pratt. Pratt looks to Hughes on a shot, he scores! That'll be the first goal for the Jersey Devils as Jack Hughes gets his first playoff goal. Sometimes he doesn't bail with it in a rush. You see what happens with Jack Hughes? He really makes that with a great use of the chainy effort. After knocking the bottle, that's to make it snappy as he puts a puck on a string. The alternative captain really had that one with a good goal to start that off day. The Devils are up by 1. Jack Hughes with his first playoff goal against the Carolina Hurricanes. Still a lot of time left to go here, with only 5:14 time and a goal for the New Jersey Devils. Now Burns has his own puck, he rolls it in, will play it out of his own. Icing on Carolina Hurricanes. Now both teams are ready to take the next puck drop as they're getting ready to have the underway here in Carolina past the 15-minute mark. On a shot, big save by Frederik Andersen. Rolls around the net. Kennedy's right toward his own. He now finds a quick pass to Slavin.
New Jersey goal, his first goal of the playoffs, first goal of the postseason. Scored by number 86, Jack Hughes. Assisted by number 63, Jesper Bratt. And by number 18, Andre Balot. Time of the goal, 5:15 remaining in the first period. Jack Hughes with the goal assisted by Jesper Pratt and Andre Balot in the first period at 5:15 in the playoffs.
Slavin takes it in there. No offside on Carolina. Burns right toward the outside, now finding Stahl. Stahl looks to Slavin, he now finds Svechnikov. Here's a shot, it's blocked. Pratt takes his own rebound and it's right back the other way. Here's Hughes, gives to Pratt, saved by Frederik Andersen, and he holds it on. Just about 13:37 remaining in the first period as they'll get ready for our next puck drop. Long time up in the period, Carolina still looking for a goal to take up for the tie. Down the win, here's for Jesper Pratt, a shot, he scores! Nico Gisker, that one makes it a deflection after Pesky. Sometimes you don't even win. And watch what happened with Nico Gisker. This one is a little deflection, and he was right over passing the goaltender. That one really made it clear to put it in right toward the net. That's what happened to Nico Gisker, and it was Frederik Andersen, and he was now watching the puck in to give that one a better motion. New Jersey Devils are up by 1. That's right at this moment, they're still looking for a goal to take in. Now here's the win for New Jersey. And right over the against Dawson Mercer, he looks at Gisker. Good block shot. Good rebound stop here by Frederik Andersen. He takes it out of the way, and now this will roll back to Rantanen. What a chance here, and this one has a great opportunity to have this one with a nice goal effort. This wasn't easy enough to make that first start for Frederik Andersen.
New Jersey goal,
Dawson
his first goal of the
Mercer, saved by Frederik Andersen.
Scored by number 13,
Now Chatfield's right toward the way as he
Bishop.
looks to Jarvis.
Assisted by number 22,
Trying to
Brett
go for some open
Pesky.
slots.
Time of the goal, 6:25 remaining in the first period.
On the other
Nico
side of the zone,
Hischker
we'll
with the
find
goal,
you over
assisted by
again,
Brett
Garfield.
Pesky. In
Coming
the
back
first
on
period
the
at
ice is on Walker.
6:25 in the
And over
playoffs.
there to Vasilinago. So Vasilinago gives to Gottesfield. Gottesfield. Huddenbody shots blocked. Rebounded by Dawson Mercer as he's right toward the wing. Deep pass on, now finding Gisker. Looks to Meyer. Good setup chain for New Jersey. Now New Jersey's back in offense zone. Trying to roll him down. Looks to Kovacevic again and Mercer. And that one sets to Walker, now finding Gottesfield. Carolina's back in the offense zone. Nico Rantanen cut him bounding as this will be Kovacevic with the rebound. Noses right toward the wing. And that one broken up by Josh. Josh pass looks to Gottesfield. Gottesfield right toward his zone, now finding again. On a shot, big save by Jacob Markstrom. Nose in, bumps in right toward the zone. This will clear out. Now the rebound by Brett Burns. Burns is back in the offense zone. He will now give it over to Blake. Blake gives over to Robinson. And fine play. Blake shoots, goes saved by Bergstrom. 11:45 to go in the first period as he'll cover things up to get ready for another pop shot. Now here as I'm looking over it again, is Frederick Anderson that's really never been playing it with before. Last postseason, he was really yet to be on here, but it wasn't easy for him, and he wasn't able to return here after Kochikov with a better take and play action. Sometimes it was no easier to use, but they're really been kept out. I know what you're thinking right now for my Kochikov, and it wasn't really the way that we really have been looking for. And Kovacevic, we've been really noticing that most of the guys really noticing about Kochikov as he's really making a great save. He's putting up a nice use of his effort. And now, Frederick Anderson, he has been really like he has enough to make his off season, and he's ready to come back in. All VC being said is, it looks like that Kovacevic might be saying that this could be Anderson's big night if he makes a great save. Let's hope if there's anything. Forward sends it over to Slavin. Slavin shoots, miss wide. Blake right toward the outside as he'll send it over to Slavin. On the backhand, a Kennedy saved by Bergstrom. And now it's back to Hamilton, right toward the wing. Sets a deep pass over again to Bratt. And now here's Jack Hughes, he's right toward his own. Great stick lift here by Taylor Hall as he looks to stall. That really makes it saving here for Taylor Hall, and he really noticing that he was really picking up the pace here. Nice setup zone, nothing really gives out what it matter. Good stop by Slavin. Meyer passes up and broken ahead as Chatfield will send a redirected. Redirection now finding to Svechnikov. Svechnikov, try to watch on again. Now Pesky's got it right toward the wing, and now here's Hamilton. Hamilton looks to Gisker. Gisker battling along the loose puck in the chain. The rebound puts in by Gisker. Now Dougie Hamilton's right toward the wing. And we're now finding the Mercer. Meyer, big save played by Frederick Anderson. And there's another way. Oh, Chatfield with the block. Anderson right toward the wing as he gets it back over to Chatfield. Great save is here that made us gonna make it all happen. Frederick Anderson's making an incredible save here. That's what he was making to do for it. Give that one a better chance. Ball right toward the zone. And rebounded by Seth Jarvis. Oh, he made a big hit. Ball up. Swipes him down. Roslovic takes it over, and he will now find a pass over, now finding Chatfield. And over the pass, now finding Joust. Joust to find again at Chatfield. Chatfield moves around. Same play. This one rebounded by John Connor. And this one gets back to Pesky. Joust tries again. Robertson for the redirection. Roslovic with his own rebound. Now finds it over to get at Chatfield. One time, got his first goal! That will be the first goal for the Carolina Hurricanes. They strike their first one. Now watch what happens right here. You see what Roslovic made a pass? This one's over to Geisker. He's made a one-time zone. He makes that snappy. Got it right on to hit the communication. That's what happened to John here as he was trying to give it over. Now finding to pass in. Got quick speed, picks it in like 100 miles per hour to make that goal come in. Great save here for the Carolina Hurricanes as they're up by one. They try to cut the digits here for New Jersey Devils with 11:02 time goal and under 9 minutes remaining in the first.
Carolina Hurricanes goal!
Now here's the net. And they go offside.
His first goal in the playoffs, first goal of the game. Scored by number 4.
By the time of this period, 8:50 remaining in the first. 2-1's a score. New Jersey.
By number 5, Jalen Chatfield.
South Carolina wins the face-off here, Scott.
And by number 96, Jack
no Roslovic. New Jersey. And there is no
time of the goal, 11:02 remaining in the first period. Shane Gottesbeer with the goal assisted by Jalen Chatfield and Jack Roslovic at 11:02 in the first period of the playoffs.
He looks to Hall, the backhander. Not enough to get through. Now Luku sets it over to Tatar. And now it's rebounded by Sean Walker as he looks over to get a Gottesbeer. Gottesbeer pass to Kotkaniemi. Over the pass to Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall looks over to get a Gottesbeer. And now the pass to Burns. Burns shoots. Big save by Markstrom. In a 5 left to go in the first period. They'll get their next face-off coming up. And over down in the middle, I will send it over to Pyramidi for the start of it. As right now, Andrei Svechnikov. Thanks guys. Andrei Svechnikov is one of our bigger takes here as we are looking at a better status though. He makes a great fancy lacrosse move. It's one of our biggest in our own takes. Nothing really settles the matter. And I said now before, this earlier range is going to make it harder and easier on the string. When he gets some lacrosse move, his timing is going to be just right. I'm looking forward to Andrei Svechnikov with the lacrosse move in the first playoff goal. Let's see what happens if he gets it in. Back to you guys. Now Svechnikov will fire that puck around, and then now it's rebounded by Mercer. Take a little smack in the kick, and it's rebounded by Stahl. Stahl will keep the puck over. Mercer takes over now, finding again to Meyer. The rebound by Meyer. Meyer setting it alone, right toward the wing. Move around, and off the goalpost. Anderson will cover it with only 7:14 remaining in the first period. Lots of time up in this period. Carolina trying to get the tying game in the first period to start things off. Here's a shot, save made by Frederick Anderson. Over now finding again to Slavin as he looks over to get the red today. Good cut, slick feed. Oh, those shots blocked. That's behind Pesky. Now the Devils are back in the offense zone. Jesper Bratt lost his handling. On the fight, here's Aggo. Slicks it back, now finds again a Slavin. Over to Walker. Walker shoots, and safe play. This will be a slashing.
New Jersey, number 18, 2 minutes for slashing.
The first penalty kill is really not the start off for Andre Palat as he really been linking it up and through. He was trying to get his own goal, but this one changed it over. First power play coming up for the Carolina Hurricanes. Just about 6:42 remaining in the first period. Now Carolina wins the face-off as he
New Jersey penalty, number 18, 2 minutes for slashing. Time of the penalty, 6:43 remaining in the first period. That's a penalty on Andre Palat. Slashing, number 18, 6:43 remaining in the first period. Your Carolina Hurricanes are on
in his own. On the pass. Nobody often. The Devils are back in the offense zone. Good take here. Roslovich sets it over, now finding to Garnisfield. The deep pack zone finding Blake. Blake toward corner. You will set the screen over, now finding it over to Garnisfield. And Lazar has his own puck. In racing and bounding. On a shot saved by Frederick Anderson. Garnisfield with a good cut. On the attack motion to Jarvis. Kovacevic will clear the zone out. Now Roslovich will able to cover it in to race for the puck. In chain now finding Sebastian Ago as he looks it over again to Jarvis. Jarvis slicks the move. Trying to get to Sebastian Ago. Ago sets it over now finding Svechnikov. And Mercer, the back pass, must have put it in with the tee. Good rebound here by Seth Jarvis as he now finds his Svechnikov. He looks over to Burns. Burns sets over. Right there, shot saved by Mark Schoen. 5:05 remaining in the first period and only 23 seconds for the Hurricanes power play. A lot of time up in the period. 2-1 to score, trying to get their first power play goal in the first game. Academy wins the faceoff as Svechnikov's shot's blocked. Hughes will clear it out. And it's back to Burns. Sets it over now, finding again to Svechnikov. Palat's time is about to expire. Hughes right turn away. And he will clear the zone, and that will do it. Hurricanes end up their first power play, and this one is 0-1 for their team. Great second, I think great communication skills here. There was nothing but they were changing it in here. New Jersey Devils have been trying to keep on in a better state on their own zone. There's no way that they're going to find an open room. With this advantage, it's not going to be an easy take-in if you're going to keep on scoring. Eric Hall shoots, pad, saved by Frederick Anderson. And rebounded by Blake as he looks to Hall. Ball's right toward Wayne, trying to give some better effort. Fires up around net, looks to Blake. Blake sets it over to Chatfield. One-time stall and score! Jackson Blake with the first power play goal. They are now tied even. This is when that great communication puts in. And you see what happens with the tipper. Back goes to Jackson Blake as he really makes it in here with the first playoff goal as he really took it over. See that redirection? This big change has really been making it perfect. Now they're even up with the 2-2. Jackson Blake, his first goal in his playoff after the assist by Jordan Stahl. And now tied up. And with 4-3 remaining, time on the goal is 15:56. And now Chatfield moves it in and he now finds it to Orlov and he'll send it over to Carolina Hurricanes. Puck is out of reach and now he finds Luke Hughes as he looks in again. First goal of the game. Score by number 53, Jackson Blake. Assisted by number 11, Jordan Stahl. Must have been a clean hit. And by number 5, Chatfield. Time of the goal, 15:57 remaining in the first period. Jackson Blake with the goal assisted by Jordan Stahl and Jalen Chatfield in the first at 15:57 in the playoffs. Looks finding Chatfield. Back to Svechnikov. Svechnikov looks to Stahl. Stahl now finds it over. Svechnikov right to her wing. Chatfield shot. Save ready on the play by Markstrom. Two-timer stop by Markstrom. 3:06 remaining in the first period as they'll cover things up again on the face-off. Now they're ready to take in for the next face-off. A lot of time left. 2-2. Now Sebastiano wins the face-off as he looks over the Birds. Sets the play in by Jacob Slavin. Slavin looks to Birds. Birds. Move around for the backhander. Great easy save by Markstrom. As he rolls it to Rantanen, David shoots. He denied an effort by Markstrom. Just under 3 minutes remaining in the first. Now they're ready to take another face-off puck drop. A lot of tie scores here between New Jersey and Carolina. Now the win for the face-off goes to the Devils. Brett Dillon's right toward it away. Sets the screen off. Now it's rebounded by Sebastiano. Seth Jarvis right toward it away. Motion. Algo shot. That's free out there line, and it's rebounded by Markstrom with the cover save of only 2:31 remaining. Now as the team are ready to take the next puck drop. Still a lot of time left here. Only 2:31, but there may be a time, but there's not enough time. It's going to be a hard one to take. Burns, good stick lift by Cutter as he holds that out. Sets it around the net. And now rebounded by Burns. Burns sets it over. And a pass by Mikko Rantanen. Pass broken in. Rantanen's right toward the wing. Rebounded in by Cutter. Cutter looks over to Holla. He now finds a pass to Seth Noza. Knows it. Chance of play. And there will be a penalty. That will be on Brett Burns with the tripping. Now both teams are going to be a penalty kill between New Jersey and now it's Carolina. Power play is on for the New Jersey Devils. Devils are going to make it easier. There's no end to passing percentage here, and there's a great way to have a great power play effort. It's going to be a lot of time effort here for New Jersey to get the power play goal.
2:02 remaining in the first period. That's a penalty on Carolina, number 8, Brett Burns.
Saul right away.
2:02 remaining in the first period for the New Jersey Devils power play.
One-timer. Stop by Markstrom. Wow, they really are getting into a full pressure out there afterwards. And I thought that Carolina would have their still getting a goal to take the lead. Now there's the win for Jacob Stahl. Jordan Stahl is here's Orlov. And that pass goes wide. Now it's rebounded by Chatfield. Over to Orlov. Orlov, pass to Chatfield, gets a bump. Now the versus teams go back to the offense zone to pick up a rush. Here's Connor, glove save by Anderson. Now as Marino will clear the zone out, back in New Jersey territory. Here's Jack Hughes, he rolls it over, it's right toward again to Mercer, he looks to Connor. Connor pass to Palat. Palat, Mercer shot, glove save by Anderson. They're in the final minute of the first period, still a tie game, 2-2. Now to win, Meyer shot, glove save.
1 minute remaining in the period.
First period as Jarvis will clear it out. Got a great use of communication skills here. That's what happens with Jacob Markstrom. He really is watching one of the players in on the offense, and that's a great take by Frederick Anderson. He's really putting out a lot of use of his skills on his better take. No stopping to disadvantage. Over right to our middle, scores. Chester Pratt gets his power play goal, and now they're up on a lead. 19-21, time and a goal. First playoff and a power play goal. Now you see what happens over here to Chester Pratt. That one really raced it over right toward it into the middle. That really makes a good setup, Shane. And what happens here to Palat? He sets it over right over to Gishker. This is a goal, and he was really making it in. That's a big chain off. That's a danger zone, and he's trying to pass it by Frederick Anderson. He's not really sure what he was going to get, but Chester Pratt had his own goal start. Just 39 seconds left to remain in the first period. New Jersey up by 1, 3-2. Now here's the win as he rolls again to Burns. Burns goes after him. Burns takes his handling. He'll fire that one around.
New Jersey goal. His first goal in the playoffs. First goal of the game. Score on the power play. Number 63.
Chester Pratt.
He's assisted by number 11. Safon knows it.
21 seconds remaining.
And by number 13.
As Anderson will take his time, get ready for another face.
Time of the power play goal for the Devils. 19:21 remaining in the first period. That's just for Pratt on the power play goal, assisted by Stefan Nosen and Nico Hester in the playoffs at 19:21 in the first period.
Gets a better offensive zone. Burns gets to Blake. Blake pass, all puck broken up, and Paula gives it over to Jack Hughes. And great stop here. Now as Slavin rolls around, Hall will dish the zone. And that was it for the first period. Your score, New Jersey Devils 3-2. And the Carolina Hurricanes 2. Welcome back, folks. As we're ready to get started with the second period at Lenovo Center. And here we go, folks. We're ready to start the second period for our first game of the Stanley Cup playoffs. A lot of great happenings out there afterwards as they all send it over to James Zabolski to see what's going on. Oh, the goal puts it in for Jack Hughes. He has stood in the playoffs in this game, and now we are already been out cutting it with 12 seconds in the second period. Going to the 6 feet here, and this is what happened with Jack Hughes, is he's really making a backhander to go right in toward afterwards from the goaltender. You see when there's no cutting about him, there's nobody to give it open to, and he really been like taking it out with some better chance effort. That's what happened to Frederick Anderson, he was not really keeping it in. Now the teams are ready to take the next puck drop here. Napoli just coming down here, just 11 seconds in the second period. Hamilton's right toward the wing, he will now find it just for Pratt. Pratt's over. Jack Hughes lost his puck. The handling now finds Sebastian Aho. Aho looks to Jarvis. Throw it back in there, saved by Markstrom. Right to his right toward the wing, he sends it over to Slavin. As Burns' shots is denied by Markstrom, as he'll cover it up with just under 19:30 remaining in the second period. Now they're off to take the next face-off puck drop. There's still a lot of time left. Now here's the win for Sebastian Aho. As he rolls the Burns.
New Jersey goal, his second goal in the playoffs, 2 goals in the game of the postseason. Score by number 86, Jack Hughes. Assisted by number 18, Andre Palat. Time of the goal, 12 seconds remaining in the second period. Jack Hughes with the goal, assisted by Andre Palat in the second period at 12 seconds in the playoffs.
To get it right to it. That's what happens when
New Jersey penalty number 7.
You see what happened with double hand Dougie Hamilton, he is right to the board. He is going slamming, and that's definitely a boarding. That's going to make him hold and get off to a knockdown. Double power play coming up for the Carolina Hurricanes as they'll get ready for another puck drop. Now Kilkenny wins the faceoff.
New Jersey penalty, number 7, 2 minutes for boarding. Time of the penalty, 19:16 remaining in the second period. Back to penalty by New Jersey, Dougie Hamilton. Number 7 for boarding. 19:16 remaining in the second period. Your Carolina Hurricanes are on
Now Shane Gottesfield wins it in. That one's too wide. And icy cuts on Carolina. And now they're off the set to take the next face-off puck drop. 4-2, New Jersey. And now Kilkenny wins the face-off. That's Brozovic is right toward the wing. He'll settle it over now playing to Jackson Blake. Blake slows down. Lost the puck. The rebound by Blake. Now it's Kilkenny takes it over. Brozovic toward the outside. Shots blocked. Gottesfield. Open shot angle. Mark Shaw with a save. And only 1:08 remaining in a second on the power play goal. Still nothing left here for the Carolina, as it's already like 0-1 for Carolina team. Aho wins the face-off. We now find Svechnikov. Looks it over, now finding to Jarvis. And that's now Mercer. Swing it out of here. Recovered by Jarvis. Now Seth Jarvis is right toward it over to Aho. Cuts in toward New Jersey territory. Tries to stop in it. And that Marshall will give to Pesky. He now finds Aricolo. Clears his zone out. The Hurricanes are back in the offense zone. Will now try to give a deep pass over to Rantanen. Rantanen sets a shot off the defender of the traffic guy at escape. And Aho takes it over now finding the Burns. Burns central corner. St. B puts it in for Marshall. Mercer on his way down. Shoot save by Anderson. That's Anderson with a nice big on save. This is a block he made, and he really had it all coming. Time's about to expire. Stop by Marshall. That'll do for the power play, as this will end the period for an 0-2 advantage for Carolina. It really has been like settling down. I'm not sure what's going on. Looks like the defender of the New Jersey Devils, they've really been slacked out. No defender traffic there, and not really able to be happy at all. Brozovic now finds Gottesfield. Here's a shot. That's nowhere to be redirected. And now Blake's on the outside. Fires it. Score! 2 goals in the playoffs for Jackson Blake. They're division by 1. Seems like Jackson Blake is really able to take his own wide angle. We see what this shot makes. That really is making it a good goal to have the effort. Now this is where they've really been keeping it good. To get that one a good goal to make that one come back in. Great shots, great saves. Now they can handle it. Carolina down by 1 with 16:33 remaining in the second period. Now here's the wing. That's how we'll have to send it over to Chatfield.
Yeah.
Chatfield. And now Anderson will send it over to Hall as he's right toward the wing.
His second
Pass
goal
off
of
to
the
Kilkenny.
playoffs. Score and a second goal
Over
of the
now finding again a
postseason.
Blake.
Number
Blake looking
53.
for 3 goals in this game in the first game.
Blake.
Jackson Blake on the outside. Now finds it over
Assisted
past
by
the
number
ball.
24.
That's tipped over
Seth
by Hughes.
Jarvis.
Here's the rush.
And by number 82, Jasperi
6:04 remaining in the second period. As they get ready for another
3:27
puck
remaining in the
into
second.
Carolina's zone.
That's Jackson Blake with the second goal of the playoffs, assisted by Seth Jarvis and Jasperi Kotkaniemi in a second period
Now
at
Carolina wins the faceoff.
3:27 in the
Here's Chatfield,
playoffs.
who's right toward the other own end. This one got turned over to worse, and now Brett has it. Nice save by Frederick Anderson. Anderson's been doing really well of it. I mean, he's looking really comfortable. This is more pressurizing than a key zone. Roslovich on the backhander. Lost that one. And rebounded again by New Jersey Devils. Nemecki's right toward the wing. He now finds it over to Jack Hughes. Stearns over to Robinson. And now he finds Gottesbeer right toward the wing to Roslovich. Roslovich gets it away with the spinorama. Open pass to Gottesbeer. Going for the drive. Couldn't get that Robinson with a deflection, and this one takes it over. Now back to Jesper Bratt. Jesper Bratt now finds Hughes. Backhander, great save by Anderson. As he'll cover it in with only 15-11 to go. Now they're off to take the next face-off. Lots of time left to play in this period. Still looking for a tie game. Here's Gottesbeer right toward the wing. Sends a deep pass. No offside on Carolina. Gottesbeer fires a shot. Stopped by Markstrom with under 15 minutes in the second. A lot of time up in this period. Still looking for a goal for Carolina to even up. Jordan Stahl wins the faceoff. He sets it over to Burns. He'll now send a carry over to Martinook. Martinook's right toward the upper side of the zone. And a pass now finding Slavin over again to Burns. Burns sets a pass to Slavin. Again to Martinook. A lot of time to get over and optimally, and Burns now sends it to Stahl. Stahl looks to Burns, sets it over, now finding to Slavin. Slavin went down, rebounded by Nozen. Nozen can't get away with it. And that one takes a big stop here by Frederick Anderson. Here comes Stahl. Toward his own, stop by Markstrom. Oh, put a little bit of a smackdown by Stahl as he rebounds that puck. They're really overdriving. That's really like on a pressure take into the Carolina Storm. Slavin outside, fires that shot. Can't get away with that as Rantanen takes it back. Looks to Jarvis right toward the wing. He sets it over the way today. And out of the corner, Burns. This one cut out by the stick. And it's now Gilbert again to Hamilton. Here's Nozen on the other side. Hold up. Shot will save by Anderson. And he will stop this in play with under 14 minutes in the second period. Lots of time up in this period. Still looking for a goal to take in for Carolina to try to tie it up. On a shot. Whoa, what a stop by Anderson. Orlov sets it over to Chatfield. That's really a rock brick in through, and they really are nowhere being left in. This is what happens down there, LJ. They just need to keep on focusing hard. Now here's Gisker right toward the zone, now finding the Meyer. Timo Meyer now finds Mercer. Stop made by Anderson. 13-14 to go in the second period as we'll get another face-off coming up. Now to send over to the other side. I give a warm welcome over back to Pyramid to go over with Jack Hughes. Jack Hughes is one of our biggest on the top on a priority, an alternative captain. One take this happens, but he makes it a nice use of the effort with the elite edges. His ultimate playoff goal has been making a great stride for him since after being against the New Jersey Devils by the New York Rangers back in 2012, and now it's back in 2023 as they already beaten up in game number 6. This one was a big hard key, but this special take was not easy for them what they were really doing for. Jack Hughes has been one of our best in his own game. Along this quick angle on the stride, it makes it really easy for him to make it all. I'm looking forward to see what Jack Hughes is making to have his first game on his play. Let's see what he does. Back to you. Thank you, Pyramid. And I will send over to Walker as this will clear the zone out back into Carolina to the double zone. Kovacevic is right toward the wing. He finds it over to Pesky. And Walker's right toward the opposite side. Kovacevic, pass broken up. And here's another take in. This rebound, hold on, moves around, back saver, puts it by Frederick Anderson. Over to the middle. Roslovich takes it over, now finds again to Robinson. Robinson Pass can't get over it as Walker tries to get his own rebound. He'll now set it over again and pull out. And here we are, just for Brad. Now fire that one deep around that. Slavin sets it over to Walker. Walker this time will send it over again to Sebastian Algo. He sets to Jarvis. Now Palat's got an old cross. Now finds again a just for Brad. Using our chance to pull out. Rants it in. And now Jarvis on the sprint speed. Move around. Save by Markstrom. Sets it over. Now finding Slavin. And now he looks to Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen outside Jarvis. A set over to Burns. Burns looks at Jarvis. Over to Slavin. And he didn't get over that much room as Hamilton gets it out. Eric Cole returned to Wayne. Pass broken up by Stahl. And Burns looks over again to Jacob Slavin. He now finds Burns. Sets it over to Jarvis toward the wing. Fires it. Saved by Markstrom. And he's going to hold on with only under 11 minutes in the second period. A lot of time left to make the set in. Still a 4-3 game, Carolina. Now the win for Stahl. He looks over to get a Burns. He will now set to Martinuk. Martinuk shoots, saved by Markstrom. Just 10:42 remaining in the second period as they will try to cover it up and get ready for another puck drop. Stahl wins the face-off. Right toward opposite side, now finds it over to Burns. He will set it over to again to Slavin. Looks at Svechnikov. And back to Slavin. Here's Martinuk. A lot of pressure around here. Rebound by Slavin. Svechnikov right toward the zone. Trying to give it back to Burns. Burns shoots it. Big save play. Now Martinuk looks it outside. Burns shoots. Blocked the shot. Looks to Slavin. Finds Martinuk. In middle. Saved by Markstrom. He really got a haul ahead at that point. Knows it, moves around, moves it in. Saved by Anderson. 10:06 remaining in the second period as they'll cover things in. Just nearing the midway mark. Not a big exceptional that they're looking for, but it's still a 4-3 game, New Jersey. Stahl wins the face-off, and now Orlov is right toward the wing. A send a deep pass to Martinuk. Martinuk went down. He was still in. He's right toward the wing. Gives it over to Gishker. And he sets to Meyer. Meyer looks to Mercer. Over now to Gishker. Saved by Anderson. Chatfield looks over to Orlov, and he's right toward behind the cage. And now it's over to Martinuk. Martinuk couldn't get the cut after again, and no power play given for Carolina. Well, they really are already been like smacking in. That's what the Storm has been like, pushing the pace in there. They're trying to knock out New Jersey, and I don't know how they've done that, but they really had to be very extra careful if they're going to get back in the zone. Now the rebound by Taylor Hall. Here's Orlov, sets it over across the Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi rebounding the puck in. Good take here, and with nothing to give back, here's Dougie Hamilton. Mercer, coming down and save play by Anderson. Orlov sets over to Blake. Blake rolls the stop, now keeps it going. Kotkaniemi shoots it, saved by Markstrom. Recovered by Blake. And he rolls it offside. This one will give it over with under 9 minutes in the second period. Now the team's ready to get set for another puck drop. Still a lot of time left here. Still looking for a tie game for the Carolina Hurricanes. Slavin. He fires that one around the net. Now as Hall will send it over. The pass playing again to Jarvis. Jarvis shoots it. Left saved by Markstrom. He'll cover it in with 8:35. Still a lot of time to get a recovery here, and they're looking like they wanted to get this goal up ahead. Now the win, here's Pesky. A set over, now finding Palat. Palat. Pass broken up by Mikko Rantanen. Makes a sharping turn, now finds Aho. Here's a shot saved by Markstrom. Jarvis sets his own rebound off on Burns as he looks it over to Mikko Rantanen. And Aho went toward the middle. Pat save. Good look in the eye. And Markstrom denies the opportunity to play. Agonis Spear sets the play on a full pressure as Jarvis puts it in. Oh, great take. And he kicked it out. He didn't really think he was going to make it that time afterward, but he really took it. I see what's going on here, LJ, and I really know that Mikko Rantanen's really like giving all what he did. This is really what they were trying to do for him. They've got to keep moving. Stop by Markstrom with 7:46 remaining in a second. They're really on their feet right now. This is a storm here in Carolina. Not really anybody's too good at it. They really have to get this own goal just trying to stop it. Rantanen's got that puck. Nose in, takes it over. Got his spear right behind him. Nemec toward the center alone, now firing again to Luke Hughes as he sets it across. Walker with the puck steal. Sebastian Aho looking for a rush. Escaping the zone. Aho sets it over right toward the left of the screen. Now find Walker outside the Gonosphere. Gonosphere pass broken by Connor. Keep it alive is up Sebastian Aho as he looks to Gonosphere. Gonosphere looks it over, now finding over again to Robinson. Robinson sets over to Burns. Burns to Just. Just to the corner, now finding Rozovic. Rister on a shot. Pat saved by Markstrom. Eric Holland now finds Nose in. Nose in. Passes off to Nemec. Into the middle and a save play by Anderson. Again to Slavin. Looks off to Just. Again to Slavin. Slavin sets a group here and he'll now find it over to Burns. Only 6:30 remaining in the second period as the rebound hits in by Burns. Burns outside Slavin. Slavin shoots, he scores! What a whistle! Jacob Slavin, his first penalty play goal. Not really, but the first playoff goal. You know, you said about power play goals. Now it is it. Now it is a playoff goal. You see what happens right there? There's a good wrist and a sight. He really picks it over by Markstrom and he now has that one tied up. That's a great setup in King, and now they have a 4-4 on a bench. Easy Barstow, as now this will be Brett Burns with the assist. As the first goal puts it in for Jacob Slavin on the first playoff goal. Now the win puts it over by Carolina as Chatfield's right to the win. Sets it over to Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall firing up with an eye net. Now he will try to give a look over to get it to it.
First goal of the postseason.
Hamilton's right toward the win.
Scored by number 74.
A deep off pass to Lazar. Lazar right down. As Orlov now finds again to Taylor Hall as he now finds Jackson Blake. 6 minutes to go in the second period as he will fire it up with an net. Kakiemi loses puck effort.
Time of the goal, 13:34 remaining in the second period. That's Jacob Slavin with the first playoff goal, assisted by Brett Burns and Tyson Jost. In the second period at 13:34 in the playoffs.
Chatfield 6 it over, now finding Marnook. Marnook sets to Kakiemi. Kakiemi lost his spin control, no arm on attack. As now Gonosphere tries to get it over. Sets to Marnook. He'll clear that zone out. Now Hamilton takes it over. Great stop on the play by Svechnikov without a big hit. And Gonosphere rolls it over to Walker. Walker looks to Gonosphere. Toward the wing, saved by Markstrom. Stahl slides back. Oh, what a great take! After a rebound, here's Hamilton. 5 minutes left in the second period. Timo Meier right toward the wing. That one just chops off this leg and it's right over toward the wall. Off to Jarvis. Jarvis. Chance for lead. Out it goes. It's good clutch made by Markstrom. A set play by Sebastian Aho couldn't get their lead up by 1. You know, this is what they don't really see going on afterward. That Sebastian Aho would have had a great eye. And now they really have nowhere opting. They couldn't get that goal back in. Now as Aho wins the faceoff, he looks it over to get to Burns as he's right toward the wing, sets to Slavin. Slavin shoots, glove saved by Markstrom. 4:35 left to go in the second period. Get ready for the next face-off. Now Sebastian wins the face-off. He now finds it over to Burns. He looks to Slavin, who's right toward to get us at Jarvis. Right towards center middle. This one gets back to Jack Hughes. Luke Hughes loses his puck handling. Rantanen goes to Slavin. Slavin looks to Sebastian Aho. And then Jarvis trying to get over it. Toward middle to Sebastian Aho. Back broken up here by just for Brett. Hughes sets it over to Brett. Looks it over to Hughes. Hughes in the cut. This one takes over by Mikko Rantanen. Here's Brett Burns. Sets it over to Seth Jarvis. Backhander. Up it goes. He scores! Seth Jarvis makes that goal. And another with the wide number of minutes. They don't seem to care for Seth Jarvis. That puck was flying right over to the goaltender. That made it look clear. Now look what happened over again. This is what the plane looks like. He just went over. That plane is not going to stop coming in there for Seth Jarvis. He really had it slipping. Watch what happened. See that point? That puck is going to fly over to the shoulder and then right up behind that net. That really is going to change it over to get another goal for Carolina. What a great chance here for Seth Jarvis as he has his first playoff goal against the New Jersey Devils. With just coming in now with under 4 minutes remaining in the second period.
Carolina
now finds Mikko Rantanen.
Goal!
To fire it up and around the net. Jarvis is right square in the corner. Looking for 2 more to get his hat trick for 3 top playoff goals. Sets the Burns. And now Aho right toward the wing.
Assisted by
swinging
number
a miss. Rebounded by Sebastian Aho. And now the corner, now finding Seth Jarvis.
And by number 96,
sets outside like Chatfield.
Rantanen.
Rebound by Chatfield.
Time to goal, 6:02 remaining in the second period.
3:25 left remaining in the second period as we'll get ready for another face-off on its way.
In the second period, it's 16:02 in the playoffs.
5-4 is the score for Carolina. Now Ishko wins the face-off as Kovacevic goes down. All down finds Chatfield. Chatfield lost the effort, now rolls it over again, now finding Gishko. Heskers is right toward his zone, now finding Dustin Mercer. An easy save puts in by Frederick Anderson. Anderson adding another rebound here with a great easy save as now Hall's right toward his zone, now finding Kokienemy. Roll up. One time for Chatfield. Block the shot. Rebounded by Kokienemy. Again to Blake. Blake in toward middle. Rebounded by Dawson Mercer. Now here's Kovacevic. He's way over toward the wing. Chatfield. Back to Pesky. Dawson Mercer right toward the wing again to Timo Meier. Meier shot. Big save. He scores! Dawson Mercer. We are tied again for 5. That is no blitzing out of the corner. That's what happens with Dawson Mercer. He was able to catch that in. And what happened with Anderson, his timing is a little way off. That's because of Dawson Mercer. He had a little bit more speed and aggressive. This attacker was not really putting in with some unstoppable force by Timo Meier. That's causing traffic out there, and this crashing rebound puts in by Dawson Mercer. Now as both teams are tied with 5 with only 2:37 to go in the second. Now the win puts in by
New Jersey
Hall.
goal, his first goal of the playoffs.
Dougie
First goal of the
Hamilton, right
season.
toward the
Scored
wing.
by number
And
91,
it's rebounded by
Dawson
Burns, and he
Mercer.
rolls it again to Margot.
Assisted by number 28, Timo Meier.
Right around the net.
And by number 22,
Slavin
Brett
looks to stall,
Pesky.
back to Burns.
Time of the goal, 17:23
Burns
remaining in the
will try
second
to dish
period.
that one out. Stall,
Dawson
trying to
Mercer
get it
with
back
his
over
first
to get a
playoff goal,
Slavin.
assisted by Timo Meier. And
Slavin
Brett
fires
Pesky
that one
in the
around
second
net.
period at
And now on the
17:23
opposite side,
in the
now by Burns
playoffs.
again to Stall. Stall, shoots it, score! Jacob Slavin with 2 goals in the heart on a playoff goal. And now they have to back that line 1. Now Surrey, what happens with Jacob Slavin is really giving it over with. That what happened was reaching it out and he just got that one deflected in. That's being able to march show with a nice one, a tight effort. This play in this advantage was not really an easy take, but they really kept it on a strong pace. And now 2 goals are right in between of Brett Burns and Jackson Blake with 2:06 remaining in the second. hard matchup takes here, but this is a lot of hard competitions between the second versus the third seed. And Brett Burns is really trying to get all what they got. I know what you're going to be saying now, but they're really like all on key. Nothing really sucks it in. This goal is impossible enough
Score by
to get it all that they've gotten it through. I haven't seen anyone that feel like giving to the next recommendation to have
assisted
another
by
great
number
look.
11,
That's a big target, but they really didn't look like they were struggling enough. And they weren't really sure what they're going to do if they could try to get that one another goal in the opportunities.
Time of the goal, 17:54 remaining in the second period. Jacob Slavin with a second playoff goal, assisted by Jordan Stahl and Brett Burns in the second period at 17:54 in the playoffs.
Over toward the wing. Now Burns has it. Over the pass to Rantanen. Rantanen sets to Sebastian Aho. Open look. Jarvis has got that puck in. Jordan control. Kicks it over, now finding a Walker. Walker lost his handling. Final minute in the second period.
1 minute remaining in the period.
As he will now get back into the New Jersey territory. Aho's right toward wing. Sets to Rantanen. Rantanen fires a shot, big save by Markstrom. Chest for Brett. Rantanen on the rush. Good poke check here. That's for Mikko Rantanen as he disrupts the goal on the Devils. Brad's got it. Right toward the wing. Finds Gottespear. And now it's off to Walker. The deep pass finding Sebastian Aho. Here's Jarvis for two. Save it off here on a defensive effort. Aho looks over it again at Sheffield. And now the pass to Aho. Aho fires it. Saved by Markstrom. 18 seconds remaining in the second period. Carolina up by 1. You can feel this energy. It is almost coming down to the end of the second period in Carolina. Ishker wins the faceoff, and now it's Mercer right toward the wing. Over the pass to Blake. Sets over now finding Orlov. Orlov goes right down right toward the board. That's a big smash hit. And Pesky will clear the zone. That ends the second period.
And out of our ends the second period. The score, Carolina Kings
1 goal lead. 30
and
minutes
New
next
Jersey
after this.
Devils 5.
And it comes down to the third period, and we are ready to get settled in for the final puck drop for the start of Game 1. Here we are, folks, as we're ready to finish things up in the first game in Raleigh, North Carolina. It is one of our biggest matchups between New Jersey and Carolina. The battle between the Eastern Conference and the Metropolitan Division. All right, James, I have a little bit of a great takes here. What is your best solution and why do you think it is better? Well, I say better now is what I've really been looking forward to. This is why I've seen the Devils have been really popping it in here with the better games here. This is definitely not always easy enough, but they're really trying to score. And not really anybody's been perfect afterwards to give a good effort, and they've really been doing it. A lot of shots and also some big attacks. This Nova Scotia is really like keeping it in. They're across the line from scrimmage. Now Burks now finds it to Jarvis as he looks it over to pass to Slavin. Palat with the puck steal. Palat towards zone. Back smash right toward near the bench. And Burns is right toward the wing. He sets it to Aho. Aho pass now finding Slavin. Slavin swipes it right toward the wall. Wow, that's going to hurt it. A lot of hustling and the speed out there. Here's another take, and he scores! Jack Hughes earns a hat trick in the third period in the first game. Well, what happened now? I thought the block was going to work for Jacob Slavin, but it seemed like it did not. Now we have them tied it up. That's for Hughes, and he's really racing it toward it. It's been a better take here for Jack Hughes as he has 3 goals in a game. Now they're all evened up. This has been a tight competition as we're looking right toward it and for the 2 of these guys. Nothing really settles down. I really see what's going on. This really must have taken with hard reception on the pass. Sometimes I did not even worry about is that they really kept on their goal Striding in was the better takes. This offense is really like making Jack Hughes with a better single digit for the first game to start that off day. I'll find out about Jack Hughes as he gets right into it, but another playoff goal. He now has 3.
New Jersey goal. His third goal of the postseason. Third goal in the playoffs on a hat trick. Score by number 86. Jack Hughes. Assisted by number 63. Jesper Bratt. And by number 7. Dougie Hamilton. Top of the goal. 104 remaining in the third period. That's Jack Hughes with his third playoff goal on the hat trick, assisted by Jesper Bratt and Dougie Hamilton in the third period at 104 in the playoffs.
The Academy wins the faceoff. Zarlov now finds Chatfield again to Blake. Sets the corner to Academy. Went after him, and now it's back to Palat. Palat sends to Bratt, and a shot block made here as Chatfield with his own rebound sends it deep over to Martinuk. Martinuk on the wrong direction, now finding it over to Dylan, and Hughes sets it to Palat. Over to Bratt. Bratt sets the pass over. Trying to poke it away. Anderson covers it up. Now it's Svechnikov right to Chatfield. Chatfield went down, and it now rolls to Martinuk. Martinuk to Orlov. Orlov shot glove saved by Markstrom. 17:42 to go in the third period as they'll cover things up. We get ready for another puck drop. Don't forget, folks, we have our next game coming up here at 10 p.m. The next part of the matchup is the Los Angeles Kings as they battle the rematch tape for many seasons as they played against the Edmonton Oilers for their first game here at the Crypto.com Arena. That game starts at 10 p.m. here in Los Angeles, 7 p.m. in Pacific Time. Get ready for your next game as we will have the last one here for the first night of the Stanley Cup playoffs on EA Sports. Then follow along with tomorrow night's game as we will have the 1 versus 4 seed as both teams will be in compete. First will be the Capitals face against the Montreal Canadiens at Capital One Arena, and then the next game will be the Golden Knights facing against the Minnesota Wilds here at our next location. That will be at T-Mobile Arena for the 3 o'clock game. And then following along with the next part of the game, 5 o'clock, 7 o'clock game tonight will be the Battle of Ontario. That's right, Battle of Ontario. That means the Maple Leafs face against the Ottawa Senators for start of their game coverage. And then the last game will be the Jets facing against the St. Louis Blues. Coverage starts at 9:30 p.m. only on Son of Beast for the first games of the night. Don't miss your chance here to see what gets in to any competitions. Now we all here by subscribing to this channel. And stay tuned for next year or the summer. This will be all changing in for a new season as the secondary channel will be SOB's Gaming to go on to predict your future with a better gaming of the gameplay and to show it's a better statistics on our games on the better runs. Don't miss it out. The SOB's Gaming premiering on August 2025. Delay penalties whistled on. That'll be Giles in the penalty box. Oh, that's pretty
Carolina
bad.
penalty number 27. 2 minutes for interference.
He's happy in the behavior. See what he did? That's big, and that's the miscommunication here. That's what Giles is making it through. Now he's going to be able to get in the penalty box. Power plays up for New Jersey Devils. Starting the power play wasn't really easy enough, and this is what happens now. When you lose a man, you're going to get your visitors' team a power
Carolina
play
penalty number 27. 2 minutes for interference.
It's not an easy choice.
Time and penalty, 16:23 remaining in the third period. That's 2 minute penalty on number 27, Tyson Jost on interference. 16:23 remaining in the third period for the New Jersey Devils power play.
This over into the Devils territory, and now back it over again to the Devils is Nozin. Nozin sets a pass to Brad. Brad shot, big save by Frederick Anderson. Chatfield keeps it out. Bumps it right toward the wall and closes the gap. Now Nozin's right toward the wing. Big save by Frederick Anderson. Rolls in right behind the net. Nose it now finds Hughes. Hughes looks in again. Chatfield trying to rebound it. And Walker will send the play out of the zone by Marino. Now as Meyer will send it over, now finding to Stahl. Hughes Brad. Nose in's right toward wing. Sets the Pratt. Pratt shot. Save play by Anderson. Now rebound by Marino. And as Burns will clear the zone and tipped it out. Under 15 minutes remaining in the third period, you will now find Cutter. Cutter moves around the Palat. Saves on the play here by the goaltender. Slavin keeps the zone out. Trying to get over it, and now it's Mercer. Back the other way is Cutter. Oh, a smackdown here. Hello, by Slavin. And it's back the other way. There's going to be a lot of great hits here. They really are going to get smacked and going to get hurt. Rasovic has already been down afterward, and he was really been like slipped in. And this is the biggest hit and a crucial by the Devils. They really got to make that one played out. Now teams just sit ready for another puck drop. Frederick Anderson still holding on with their better save of this night. Now Aggo wins the face-off. He now finds Orlov. Orlov setting his zone open. Aggo's right toward the wing, finding it to Seth Jarvis. Jarvis looks at Aggo. Aggo shot saved by Markstrom. Hughes is right over it again. And now it's over to Mercer. Power play's over for the New Jersey Devils. Unable to get the advantage to try to take the lead. Great job effort. Sebastian Aguilar's been really waiting patiently, and so far that Mikko Rantanen has been already covered in. This is what happens now, but the Devils have been really keeping the pressure in. They really gotta find help. Walker sets to Aggo. Aggo looks to Walker. One time for Slavin. Save play by Markstrom, unable to get his hat trick. Aggo can't get it up here. Now Kovacevic rolls it into Lazar. Again at Tatar. Here's Pesky. Coming around with a slide. Oh, what a nice save. And Anderson sends it over to Slavin. The rebound by New Jersey. Mikko Rantanen rolls it again to Taylor Hall. Taylor Hall trying to battle for it. And he goes right down after him. But staying in control. Now get the enemies right toward behind the net. Outside zone. Here's Walker. Finds Rantanen. Save on a play by Markstrom with under 13 minutes. Now this will clear the zone. And rebound by Kotkaniemi. Pass broken up by just for Pratt. Try to roll it in. Stop the play inbounding. Shots wide. Kovacevic. Saved by Anderson. He's really been working really well so far. 12:37 remaining in the third. Yeah, he's been really easy enough, and you see what they were really doing afterwards? They've really kicked them in, fighting, and now they definitely look like this is a bigger brawl over here. And in the southeast of the team, this wasn't really easy enough for the Devils, as they've really been keeping in for the struggle. Chatfield rolls around the net. And now here's Taylor Hall. He's right toward the wing. Get to Orlov. A set over now finding Taylor Hall as he finds Stahl. Stahl shot saved by Markstrom. Hughes on a quick brace. And that one plays broken up by Stahl. Stahl sets a pass to Chatfield. Chatfield deep to Svechnikov. Svechnikov cutting back. Kovacevic picks it over. Now finding Palat. Here's Hughes, right toward wing. And now it's back to Orlov the other way. Set up, play, click by Svechnikov. And now Martin up, right toward the wing. How does that slip down? Nelson's right toward the zone. Now into Carolina territory. It's given over by Stahl. Around the net. Svechnikov, the pass finding Slavin. He looks to Burns. Burns sets to Slavin. Slavin, pass to Burns. Burns shot. Same play. Tipped out. Rolls to Slavin, he looks again at Burns. Burns shot, that missed wide. Slavin carried him in the rebound. Hay took a good cool squeeze in, and now it's Svechnikov as he rolls it back to Slavin. Eric Collin right toward wing. Over now, Mercer shot. Save B by Anderson. Robinson hits it off to Joust. Joust looks it over again to Roslovich. Burns from outside. Over to Joust. Joust sets over to Burns. Burns sets to Joust, and now he looks at Jarvis. Jarvis, for the top hander. Big save played by Markstrom. Mercer right toward the wing. Off the pass to Holla. Holla. Mercer shoots. Big stop and a carry by the goaltender as he denies that one with a 2-on-1 tip out. In the range, finding Sebastian Aho. Here's Jarvis. Shoots it. Saved by Markstrom. Again to Burns. Again over to Orlov. Orlov looks to Burns. Burns sets to Orlov. Orlov gives to Jarvis. Jarvis can't get enough after it as Burns gets his own rebound, gifted to Orlov. And now it's finds Dillon. Dillon looks to Mercer. Aho will send it over right toward the wing, and now Burns will carry it over to Orlov. Here's a carry pass by Aho. Aho chance to Hall. Hall shot close, saved by Markstrom. We've passed the midway mark into the third period. Both teams still tied. Canes and Oilers have been awaiting dominantly, and that will be their next game to get ready for our next coverage of the NHL Stanley Cup playoffs for the finishing of the first night for the second versus the third seed. That'll be next, on its way after this. Meyer, Chatfield. Now Chatfield sets it over to Blake. Blake went down. Kotkaniemi, no offside on the Canes as Hall gets it over into his own rebound. Hall sets to Orlov. He now finds Chatfield. Chatfield to Hall. Taylor Hall coming in. Pull shots blocked. Dillon off again to Jesper Bratt. Jesper Bratt. Meyer shot. Glove save by Anderson. He really kept it out of here. This is a big play for Frederik Anderson. He's really like getting all of the use of his energy. He's warmed up, doing really well, practices for most of his career. He's really giving that one a great change. Nemec is right toward the wing. Nemec. Cut in motion. Shot saved by Anderson. 8:37 remaining in the third period as they'll be ready to take another face-off in the Carolina zone. Jordan Stahl waits the face-off as now Walker's right toward the wing. The pass zone flying Gottespear. Oh, rumble hit. That's a big smackdown by Jesper Bratt. As Stahl will send the pass to Martinuk. Martinuk to Shane Gottespear. And now Stahl's right toward his own. Gottespear looks to Stahl. Stahl shoots, goal saved by Markstrom. 8:10 remaining in the third period as they're looking to get a goal nearing a 5-minute final for the third period in the regulation. Here's another win to Stahl, and he sets to Walker. Walker sets to Gottespear, and he looks to get a Stahl in the middle. Martinuk pass is broken up by Nemec. Epic is right toward the wing. Cut in motion coming in. Saved by Anderson. Svechnikov sets it over to Martinuk. And Martinuk looks to Jordan Stahl. On his way down. Jesper Bratt takes it over to Palat. You already see the crowd going on there. There's a lot of booing for Palat as he's really been like overrated on the cross-checking. And he was already in the penalty box. This is for good news for Carolina, but the bad news is he played rough and aggressively. Rantanen off by Sebastian Aho on the shot, off the face mask, and Markstrom covers it in. 7:20 remaining in the third period. 6-6 is the game. And now they're off to take the next puck drop. Carolina and New Jersey even up for 6. And now the win for New Jersey. Pesky sets to Holla. Holla spins out of the ground. In the wing. Rebound by Kovacevic. Pesky. Shot. Oh, what a catch by Anderson. Oh, he really showed up that time. Yeah, he really did. I mean, he had a little spoke in here, and he felt like, well, that time just made it great. He really took that one with a hard catch. 42/22 face-up points for Carolina Hurricanes with only 7:04 to go. Now Pesky sets it. On a shot saved by Frederick Anderson. Good take here at Slayman without trying to give over the pass again to Rantanen. Rantanen fires that one around the net. Nobody open look here as this they'll now give over again to the New Jersey Devils. Nose in, clears his own. Rebound by Slayman. Slayman back to pass again to Burns. Burns pass to Jarvis. Jarvis looks to Aho. Now he finds Slayman. Slayman looks to Aho. Aho shot. Stop me! Good take by Pesky, and he now rolls to Holla. Holla bounces off the wall. Got a great takedown. Robinson right to her in the wing. Carolina back in New Jersey territory. Sebastian goes right to her in the wing. Get the slow pass to Orlov. And this one gets redirected. And now this will be Markstrom to get to Mercer. And it's off to Kisker. Here's Chatfield behind the cage. Trying to watch out with the danger man look opening. Aho toward the corner. And this one broken up by Hisker. Chatfield watching him. Here's a take from Meyer. And Chatfield takes it over after a big save by Anderson. Wasn't really sure what's going to go on, but that really made a great stop in on a save. Here's a take to Chatfield. Now finds Hall. Hall sets it over. Now finding to Roslovic. Hall finds Aho. Aho backhander block. Rebound by Hall. Hall kicks it over to Chatfield. Roslovic now finds Aho. Aho sets to Chatfield. Trying to get the pass over. And it's broken up by Brad. Down to the final 5 minutes presented by Discover. And now Brad has it. Pat save, rebounded in, stays out. He'll cover it in for Frederick Anderson with only 4:50 remaining. This is no joke what they're really expecting to do for. And now what happened with this one play? That's Frederick Anderson. He really took that one back after it and a slot. Now the win for the Carolina Hurricanes as he rolls that one around the net. Blake took a swipe on the get as Cocan with the rebound and he'll set it over. Right near the net, Dylan. Sets over to Hughes this time. Jack Hughes. Good take here as Carolina will clear his zone out. And the puck will be too soon to get there. Not this time, but Kakieri takes it over. It's back to Palat. Palat in his zone. Broken up by Rantanen. Now as Anderson sets it over to Walker this time, he'll send it over again to Gardesphere. Gardesphere right toward the wing. And a pass to Jarvis. No penalty on New Jersey. Jarvis back to Walker. Walker sets it over, now playing again to Gardesphere. Gardesphere looks to Walker. Walker made a run with his head. Aho with the recovery on his own rebound. I'm not sure what's going on here with the New Jersey Devils. They really have been like smacking it all over it. They really are just not really doing anything. They just need to keep on gabbing again. They just need to like get back in their own zone. Nobody's been getting a good cover if they really have to. The deep pass zone to Burns. Aho's going to be on the bench with some new line group. And he looks to Blake. Blake for three, stopped by Markstrom. 3:17 remaining in the third period as they'll get their next face-off coming up. Both teams stride in to get another face-off on its way. Now the away from Kagami. He now finds Burns. I'll send over to Slavin. Slavin to Burns. Looks to Blake. Unable to get there. Trying to battle for Slavin. Now it's rebounded by Hall. Hall waits around. I'll find Blake. Blake looks to Burns. Burns shot. Trying to get deflection in there as Kakienemy with his own rebound. Kakienemy get to Slavin. Back again to Burns. And he looks back to Slavin. Slavin couldn't get there, and he'll now try to get to Blake. Blake lost his effort as Kovacevic with his own rebound. Outbound, finding again to Ozan. 2:30 to go for the lead. Slavin took it back. Now it's own rebound. Takes it in. Carter. Hola. With a bounce. Saved by Frederick Anderson. Carter outside. On a shot. Two guys. Block goes down. That goes to Taylor Hall as he reached it. This really made out with a nice, easy saving. And this one crouches down to make the good block shot. Who had a better night? I will send it over to Pyramidi for the best play of the game. I gotta say now, Jacob Slavin is really better on the take here. When his picks on the shutdown racing, this offense has really been kept it in. But sometimes, however, that's just Jack Hughes that he really makes Evan a great snappy. He had 3 goals in this game. Now he really has been settling things in to give that one a good often. This is a big word to make the command of anything. Markstrom denies the shot deep on Sebastian Aho with only 1:47 remaining in the third. Now they're ready to get this thing set. Here's another face-off coming up between the Canes and the Devils. Now the wing. Here's another win for the Devils as Bratt's right toward the wing. Bratt, good stop by Orloff, and now Chatfield looks it again to Jarvis. Jarvis. Otto moves in, saved by Markstrom. Another chance of play coming up for Otto. Otto looks to Renton and shoots it, blocked the shot by Hamilton. Orlov trying to get to Jarvis. He now finds Chatfield. Here's the take, backhander, blocked by Hamilton. Dillon's right toward wing. Off to Bratt, fires it, saved by Anderson. Last minute remaining in the regulation period as both teams are still tied.
1 minute remaining in the period.
Only game 1 trying to look for a win here. Off to Hall. Nobody giving over here. And Orloff kicks it over now finding a Chatfield. And here's Hall. And toward middle of the Blake. Not enough to get over this. Now Kakienemy gets right down pass again. Hall kicks it out. The rebound by Hughes. Here's Kisker. Just 30 seconds remaining in the third. The pass over. Mercer went down. Now the chance for the Canes. Here's Blake. Off again to Hall. Hall, chance. Spins. Shoots. Saved by Markstrom. Mustaine back over to Hamilton. This could be it if they get their first goal. Bumps it right to the wall. And as the teams are tired up, we will be heading over to overtime for the first one to start for game number 2 to 3, as now both teams are even.
And that's it for the regulation. Both teams are tied with our Hurricanes and Devils.
And the most attackers on the second versus the third seed. Be back soon after this.
Alright guys, let's have a look and see what's going on with the statistics in each period as presented by GenStat. Alright, Beast, let's have your takes here. Who do you think is going to take the overtime win for the first game of the Stanley Cup playoffs?
My take for this one here is for Carolina Hurricanes. They've really been very well to have a hard chain. They really have been acing it. They just really took everything. This is what the setup goal puts it in. They really couldn't get over the pass by any score. This really must take in for Carolina, as they've already been pushing in from the corner, and there's nothing that they really defended on. They really couldn't get over this from the pass line. They really are starting to get over this by the exact same spot. Every time what happens for Carolina Hurricanes, they really are getting over this one in. So I think there must be an overtime to get right into this. I think we might have it. How about you, Test Tube? What's your take?
I'm going to say New Jersey Devils is going to be like the first game to start the road trip. And probably you might never guess it if you're going to take this in for anybody.
Alright, thank you very much, Sir Test Tube. And now I will send it back over to LJ and the crew, as this game is presented by the local Honda dealers. Contact your Honda dealer for a free quote to get a good offer.
And as for this being said, let's see what happens with the continuous overtime to start in Raleigh, North Carolina.
Here we go. We are ready for the continuous overtime to get started in Raleigh, North Carolina. And off we go. We are ready to get things started for the first game in Raleigh, North Carolina for game 1 of the overtime. Let's take a look and see what goes on with the start of season 4 for this matchup. Now Jarvis will send it over to pass, find it over to get a Rantanen as he looks to Slavin. Now Burns is right for the outside. He will now find it to Slavin. Slavin looks to Burns. Burns will set to Aho. Aho chance, shots blocked. Now Bratt takes it over. He will find again to Palat. Palat sets to Bratt. Bratt cutting out and saved by Anderson. 1921 to start an OT as they're really looking for a goal to take it in. Nothing really stays out as they really want to get this on first goal. Now Aho wins the face-off. Here's Slavin. He's right toward the zone. And he finds a deep pass over to get to Aho. He looks over to Burns on the outside. Taking motion, now finding Rantanen. Rantanen slows down, now finds Jacob Slavin. Slavin looks to Sebastian Aho. And Slavin right toward outside finds Aho. Here's a shot. Big stop by Bergstrom. Jarvis right toward Bain. He looks to Chatfield. And he's off to Orlov. Keep the puck moving for the Carolina team. That one gets off the skate, and it rolls back to Rantanen back here right now finding Chatfield. He looks to Aho. Aho looks to Chatfield, and he now gives to Rantanen, and Orlov in the middle. Need to regroup here to Rantanen. Chatfield looks to Orlov. Aho. Back behind the cage, looks to Jarvis. Jarvis slips down. Now it's Bratt the other way. Bratt trying to get his own team to try to shut them down in the road trip win. Pet stop made by Frederik Anderson. He's really looking great afterward, and that's what makes it really look really comfortable. Gets straight in, puts it away. And that puck will send it into the net and out of play. I've got a bad news for Seth Jarvis. He's really like getting all woken up already. He's been like slipping up. He's hurt. That must be the head that's going to bang him. Unfortunately for Seth Jarvis, he will not be able to get his second goal to tie this one up with Jacob Slavin and Jackson Blake. Now Orlov will send it over, now find a pass over again to Chatfield. Chatfield looks to Hall. Hall chance for the win! Bergstrom takes his glove and he denies that shot to take the win. Alright, some big updates here for Pierre Biddy about Seth Jarvis as he's already finished and already been like beaten up in overtime. Thanks guys, looking it over again for Seth Jarvis as he really ropes it over. This is a big smackdown that causes with some positions that they've really been messing it over. What happened is what they were really doing for, one of the causes of the New Jersey Devils has really been knocking things out. This is what happens with this, as they've really been knocking over. Nobody was putting a hurt on their offensive. On this drive occasion, they've really been knocked out and they've really been slipped in. This is what happens when they don't really do it often, and they've really gotten into a mess start. This is what now that they don't really get a good look. And that's what happens with the Hurricanes. They mess things up, and the Devils made a great hit. This is what happens with Seth Jarvis, as you will wish him for a speedy recovery. Guys, thank you, Deputy Mitty. And as always, with that being said, for Seth Jarvis, we wish for a speedy recovery and return again in Game 2. Good stop by Frederick Anderson as he rolls it along, now finding the Svechnikov. He looks again to Burns. Burns right to the wing, he will fire again at Kotkaniemi. Kotkaniemi looks to Svechnikov. Martinuk looks to Slavin. Slavin shoots. Glove stop by Mark Stone. 16:45 to go in the OT, as they'll be up for another face-off coming up. Now as Stahl wins the face-off, here's Burns as he looks at it again to Martinuk. And this will be whipped up on a slash, and this will be a chance
New Jersey
for Canes to take the power play
for slashing.
and end their night. That is what happens with Pesky, as he's really giving that one a whip. He's been lashed. Now they're going to get their penalty kill to start the OT. Hurricanes for the win to win all, the first game of the power play. Now Sebastian Algo will send it over to
New
Russell
Jersey
Dix,
penalty,
right
number
over
22, 2
and
minutes for slashing. Time and a penalty,
Outside,
6:40
Russell
remaining in
outside. Now
OT.
we'll stop here
Back to
for
penalty in New
16:32
Jersey
OT.
and Brett Pesky. Number 22, slashing. 6:40 remaining in the OT. Your Carolina Hurricanes are
Now
on
the
the
Hughes, he's right toward his own zone. Clears that one out.
power play.
Roslovich right toward the opposite side of the zone. He finds Taylor Hall. Hall right toward his zone on the opposite side. He can't get away with this. Hall finds Goddesphere. Bumps it right toward Wall. And this keeps alive by Goddesphere. Goes right toward Wayne. Rebounded by Roslovich. Roslovich looks to Goddesphere. Off again to Rantanen. Rantanen pass. Into the hole! Saved by Markstrom. Looks for Rantanen. Finds Goddesphere again to Hall. Hall spins around up finding the Goddesphere. And a pass. It's broken up by Hughes as he rolls to Kovacevic. Clears his own. Hall's got it this time. And he now finds it over to Kotkaniemi. The pass to Blake. He'll now try to give it to Blake this time. Oh, nice save by Markstrom. Nemec is right toward the wing, and Burns got it back. Rebound by Svechnikov as he looks to Blake. Blake swings down, recovers the puck right around the net. Off to Kotkaniemi. Here's the cut. Svechnikov for the win, save by Markstrom. Martin takes it over. Now Dawson Mercer on the spin. And now as Martinuk will send it, here's Burns, he will cover things in. And now he rolls that pass outside as Martinuk sticks it over, now finding Svechnikov. Top of the key line, Blake. Here's an arm on Martinuk, clogged up by Markstrom. The easy save does it again for the Devils as the goaltender comes in with the save. Big reaction, it's a bit quicker. Not really what they were all been choosing it for. This really got to a nice pressure take. That's a lot of work. Clear the zone, and that will do it. The Carolina Hurricanes are unable to win this one as this will be a power play goal. Expired up, and they couldn't get it over this. I'm not sure what's going on over here. They really are just not really making a great change. This effort has really been like changing off hard ever since. But what happens with Markstrom? There's a lot of great defensive. They've been picking on pucks and picking on players. Nothing really seems to matter that they're doing it. Great stop by Markstrom. And now it's Hall looks again to Nozen with just only 14:09 to go in the OT. Now back going over to Svechnikov. He rolls to Oppo. Oppo sends the pass to Rantanen. Rantanen goes down. Cotter takes it back. Hughes got the chance over, now trying to get a Cotter. Oh, he picks a big hit. Jack Luke Hughes goes down. Burns goes down. Here comes Pratt. Good block by Svechnikov. And he makes a hit. Rantanen rolls in with a snipe to hit it out. Now in corner, now finds it over to Sebastian Aho. Aho. Twin middle, Rantanen clubs it again by Markstrom. Great step here for the Devils as they are holding again to try to shut things down nearing the midway mark in OT. Lots of time left in this period. Still looking for a lead to win the game in the first. Jost wins the faceoff. Orlov's shot. That's redirected off the glass and he now finds it over to Chatfield. Looks to Jost. Jost looks to Chatfield. Give to Jost. Looks to Robinson. Robinson. Cut in motion to down and save by Markstrom. Palat's right towards zone. Clears it out. Orlov's got it back. He'll kick it over now, finding again to Jost. And now he will find to Chatfield. Chatfield sends to Robinson right towards zone. Luke Hughes rolls it again to Palat. Palat in zone. Traffic. Sparing in. Save. Anderson. Pull the big stop in. Robinson. Did he pass? Chatfield. Now they're into the Devils territory. Here's Jost. Pass to Orlov. Orlov spins the move. Trying to get moving over again. Now he finds again to Jost. Jost trying to go for the shot. Big step by Markstrom. Mercer right to the way now finding Palat. And he poked it out. Dylan watching it offside. Walker takes it over again to Jost. And now he's off to Svechnikov. Svechnikov slows down, now finds Walker. Walker, Svechnikov shot. Hamilton blocks it again, and now it's Meyer right to the wing. Meyer sets it over the screen, now finding Walker, and he gives it over to Marta. He looks to Stahl. Stahl in wing, pass, and Gottesfield goes offside. 11:46 remaining in OT as they're getting ready for another rebounding puck for the winning faceoff. Now as the win for Kishker, here's Hamilton. Pass to Meyer. Meyer got checked up again, and now Anderson will try to cover it in as Walker will have it. A send over to Hall. Hall with the sprinting speed. He just couldn't wipe it. Oh, went down to Kennedy! What a save by Markstrom! Hayward took it over with a denying play effort. Shoots again. Off of Jackson Blake. And a pass to Hall's broken by Dawson Mercer. Mercer right to wing. Cut in motion by Meyer. Walker takes over, now finds again to Kokienemy. Now in the wing you will find Jackson Blake. Pass over to Burns. Burns shoots! Save play! Rebound by Kovacevic. He's over now to Pesky. Pesky pass to Bistain. Cut in motion, toward middle, Anderson with the stop save on the pad. Deep to Svechnikov, Kovacevic takes it over. Lazar looks after him, Svechnikov with the rebound off by Burns, again to Stahl. Stahl, pass broken by Bistain. Bistain trying to show him off, and this one will clean it out. Pesky looks to Marina, and it's still broken up again. That's still another steal by Marta. Now he will try to regroup here. Marta need to regroup here, looking for help. Now Burns is right toward the wing, back into Devils territory. The pass to Stahl. Pass to midway mark at OT. Off the pass. Nosen takes it over. And now he rolls it to Slavin again to Stahl. Trying to get back in the Devils territory. Rolls it around net, not finding again. Mikko Rantanen as he looks to Slavin. Slavin spins toward the cut. Caught up by the stick here as Nosen has it. Nosen on his way down. Here's another shot. Blocked again. Slavin's right toward wing. Chatfield's up ahead. And a pass to Mikko Rantanen. Rantanen. He went tumble down. And that's a nervous kick. Nemec. Turns in. Move around offensive score! Nemec shuts down the first game in Carolina. Nemec's first OT goal gets his first playoff goal to beat the Canes.
New Jersey goal is winning overtime in the game, the first goal of the playoffs in the first game. Scored by number 17.
Great job on the effort. That's what Nemec is really making it in. This is the first goal that he's ever been accompanied for. And trying to beat over Frederick Anderson.
Unassisted by the
this
team.
is the first goal to make
and
the
time of the goal in OT.
Well, folks, as along with right now, I am LJ, along with my broadcast partner, along with James Sapolsky, and in center ice pyramid.
Devils,
this
7,
is the presentation
and the
of the
Carolina
NHL Stanley
Hurricanes,
Cup Playoffs
6.
on 25 on EA Sports. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. All right, thank you so much. Jesper Pratt is the third star player of the game. 11 hits, 2 assists, and 1 goal made, beating over Frederick Anderson on a great take. Then, the second star player of the game for the Canes is Jacob Slavin. 2 goals and 10 hits. He made out in all, accompanied by anything. With 2 goals, no hat trick made. And the first star player of the game goes to the newest of all, Jack Hughes. 3 goals and 5 hits. He was not really the main of anything, but he really had that one slipping in with some great takes. Now, as here's the take here for the statistics here, as the Devils only had just caught a couple of them. 118 hits, and it was only 89%. Then 6-minute penalty kill with the 1 power play goal at .322. Then the Canes only had 81 shots on goal with only 1906 time on attack and 50 face-off wins. Only 4-minute penalty kill was only the race that happened. Well, New Jersey Devils won their first road game against the Carolina Hurricanes. We'll see them back soon for the second game. And as being said, we are wrapping it up here for the first game. Coming up will be the Canes facing against the Oilers at Crypto.com Arena starting at 10 p.m. If you're sticking around for the next game, don't go anywhere. We'll be back with you shortly. In the meantime, we're out. Peace out for a while as the NHL 25 Stanley Cup Playoffs on EA Sports Style. This is Test Tube and Son of Beast signing out. And so long in Carolina of Raleigh, North Carolina. Until we meet again.
If you don't, somebody will.